Farr. From Mount Vernon, guard 6'1" senior number 2, Justin Robinson. For GREENTECH, guard 5'10" senior number 3, Nazir Carter. For Mount Vernon, forward 6'9" senior number 15, Brandon Sinclair. For GREENTECH, guard 6'6" senior number 4, Deshaun Walton. At guard for Mount Vernon, 6' junior number 21, Dylan Cologne. Guard for GREENTECH, 6'5" senior number 23, Xavier Little. Jumping center for Mount Vernon, 6'8" senior number 30, DeMarley Taylor. And center for GREENTECH, 6'8" junior number 54, Henry Perkins. Where the Athletic Association would like to take a moment to remember Bill Higgins. Bill was a great leader in the basketball community who passed away in 2020. A lifelong resident of Section 2, Bill served as a teacher and administrator while coaching football, basketball, and baseball. He also officiated football for over 35 years. During his tenure at Fonda Football, Bill became the Section 2 boys basketball chairman. Later became the state boys basketball coordinator, a position he held for 28 years. His leadership and tireless efforts led to the growth of the state basketball tournament into one of the premier events in the country. And Bill has been recognized for his work with inductions into multiple halls of fame. Bill's passion, sincerity, and humor will be sorely missed. And we ask that you please join us, members of his family, and members of the New York State Basketball Committee in a moment of silence to remember Bill Higgins and his contributions to New York State athletics. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please remain standing with your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
This is Mount Vernon City School District broadcast on Mount Vernon Knights basketball. I'm Isaiah Rhodes broadcasting live from Glens Falls, where your Mount Vernon Knights will be taking on the GREENTECH Eagles. And this will be the Section 1 AA final. Your Knights are coming off of a tough, hard-fought victory against the Baldwin Bruins, in which the Knights had to come back and they won 64-57. In that game, the Knights needed a 6-4 run late to seal the game, led by Dylan Cologne, who had 12 of his 17 points in the fourth quarter. The Knights out-rebounded the Bruins 21-13 in the second half, which was a stark contrast to the first half, where the Bruins out-rebounded the Knights 16-12, and that kept them in the game. But, as I mentioned, Dylan Cologne was able to close as the perimeter player that we're used to seeing, attacking the basket, and he was able to find many of his teammates, including DeMarley Taylor, who had 17 points as well. The Knights are going up against a GREENTECH team that they defeated going back to February 15th. That game was 73-55, in which the Knights were able to get 19 points from Justin Robinson. Dylan Cologne had 14 in that game. Elijah Morris had 12, and DeMarley Taylor had 10. Now the GREENTECH Eagles are coming off of a dominant victory versus Jamestown yesterday, 61-31. And this particular final for GREENTECH is their first final since 2014, in which they beat GREENTECH. In which they beat Jamestown. So the Knights looking to solidify a undefeated season so far. They come in with a record of 23-0. They want to get to 24-0, and they're on the precipice of doing so. Elijah Morris with the ball dribble handoff to Dylan Cologne. Brandon Sinclair over to Morris. DeMarley Taylor faces a double team. Taylor, mid-range jump shot. It falls, and the Knights break the seal with the first basket of the game. DeMarley Taylor showing range with that mid-range jump shot. For the GREENTECH Eagles, Deshaun Walton with the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Three-point shot, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. He gets it to Cologne. We get the starting five to you shortly as the head coach for the GREENTECH Eagles, DJ Jones, and for your Knights, head coach Bob Semino, who's one win away from matching peak skills Lou Pazzanaro for most wins in Section 1. Pardon me, Panzanaro, Coach Peekskill for many, many years. So Coach Semino with 575 wins, looking to match the all-time record for Section 1. A block inside for the Knights allows them to get out and run. They slow it down though. Dylan Cologne, left corner, thought about a three, gets it back to Morris at the top of the key. The Knights facing a zone. Cologne trying to shoot him out the zone. It rims out, rebounded by Victor Farr. Basket, no good, but we got a foul. Going to the free throw line is Xavion Little. Xavion Little had 18 points and 6 rebounds in the previous game against Jamestown. For the GREENTECH Eagles, they utilized a 2-3 zone and some man-to-man against Jamestown, which allowed for them to limit Jamestown to just 12 field goals. And also, GREENTECH shot very, very efficient from the field. They shot 50%. For your Knights, I mentioned the rebounding that they had to overcome from the Bruins, who were very, very scrappy. They weren't able to get clean shots versus Mount Vernon, but they attacked consistently, which allowed for them to get extra possessions, and that kept them in the game. But as I mentioned, Dylan Cologne and these Knights really, really just wanted it bad. And they were able to finish it out. Knights up 2-1. Inside, DeMarley Taylor rims out on a lay-in. Tough rebound inside there by Henry Perkins. That was a point-blank bunny there. Left corner three, no good. Rebounded by Elijah Morris. Good crashing the boards there as that three was taken by Nazir Carter. Knights up 2-1. We're here live from Glens Falls. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. Inside, DeMarley Taylor trying to spin baseline, can't finish. Who's there? Brandon Sinclair with the finish. Good way to stay vertical by Sinclair to get that basket to fall. And that's 73-55 victory versus GREENTECH going back to February. The Knights were able to pressure GREENTECH, get out and run and get a lot of points over turnovers. 3-point shot left wing, no good. That three was taken by Xavion Little. Knights up 3. Dylan Cologne with the ball. Over to Morris. Cologne trying to attack. Over to Justin Robinson. I mentioned the 19 points he had against GREENTECH in that game in February. Looking to attack. Kicks it to Morris. Right wing 3. No good off the back rim. Knights trying to get the rebound. They do not. The Eagles looking to get out and run with the basketball is Victor Farr. Perkins inside, misses the layup. That was a great setup there by Deshaun Walton. Perkins wasn't able to finish, but we see the athleticism by Walton and great skill set. He's able to find a teammate and look to get him going. For the Knights, they come into this game with 11 state titles. A victory tonight will move them to 12. I mentioned the history for Coach Semino with a potential victory tonight. For the Knights to be undefeated so far, we think back to the season and how it started, going back to Florida. They were very, very dominant. And to be able to sustain that level of dominance all season against many, many foes who want to take you down, it shows you the level of sacrifice they're willing to put in. We got a foul under the basket. Brandon Sinclair picks up that foul. And Sinclair has to go to the bench. That's one thing Mount Vernon definitely had to battle throughout in the previous game. Foul trouble really hampered them in ways in which they had to really tap into the depth that I've spoken about throughout this season. But the Knights were able to sustain and figure out how to finish, and that's what championship teams do. Walton misses the mid-range jump shot. Cologne gets it to the right corner. Morris, 3. Good. Elijah Morris opens up a 6-point lead for the Knights. 7-1, 3:46 to go. This is the Section 1 AA final for the state championship. Stay tuned for more. That timeout, we got a turnover by GREENTECH. Line out of bounds. Up 7-1. They've been in control. They've been able to get stops. Right now, GREENTECH hasn't been able to knock down the outside shot. They're settling for many of those shots, and the Knights are feasting on that. As Leon Simon enters the game for the Knights. Justin Robinson at the rim. Great find there by Elijah Morris. And Robinson gets his first basket of the game. Deshaun Walton trying to go up the dribble. Looked to be a push-off there. No call. Walton able to get the basket to fall. The first field goal made for GREENTECH. 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. Knights up 9-3. Dylan Cologne trying to work his way left. Over to Morris. Morris previously just knocked in a 3. Leon Simon is fouled. Great entry pass in the post. Simon will be going to the free throw line for 2. Leon Simon provides great energy off the bench for the Knights. Always willing to sacrifice his body, take charges, just really, like I said, provides great energy, and he's never afraid of the moment. So it's good to see him get in the game early. First free throw for Simon is good. We got some substitutions for the Knights once again as Damali Taylor heads to the bench. Manny Barker comes into the game. Knights up by 7, 10-3. Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. This is the Section 1 AA State Final. Leon Simon makes both. Knights up 8. We approach 3 minutes to go in the first. Great defense by Justin Robinson. Walton, mid-range jump shot falls short, but it bounces in. Great shooter's roll there for Walton as the Eagles desperately needed that. Robinson over to Morris. Back over to Robinson. Robinson thought about a 3. He attacks instead. Floater off the glass, can't finish. Rebounded by GREENTECH. Great deflection there by Elijah Morris to read that outlet pass as Henry Perkins was trying to set up a opportunity for Victor Farr on the leak out. 2:39 to go. And we got another substitution as Jaden Austin comes into the game. Austin provided some great minutes, especially in that second half for the Knights against Baldwin. When all seemed lost for a second, we saw Austin come in and provide some great defense, and he was able to attack the paint and get a big-time floater to cut the deficit to 1, and also played a great role as a facilitator to set up DeMarley Taylor in that fourth quarter. 3-point shot, left wing, no good. Can the Knights get the rebound? They will. And we got a steal instead as the Knights fell asleep there after the rebound. That basket was made by Victor Farr. He initially shot the 3, which missed, but stayed active and was able to get the turnover. So now it's a 4-point game, 11-7. Knights have to be careful with these swings in terms of runs. Morris trying to go up the dribble. Almost turned it over. 13 on the shot clock, Cologne with the basketball. Knights not in a rush. We got a foul. Foul called against Xavion Little. That's his first. So it'll be baseline out of bounds. Knights trying to set up Manny Barker inside. The floater can't fall. Rebounded by Walton. Walton trying to get out and run. Great defense there by Austin to shut him down. Austin's one of the best defenders on this team at the point of attack. Look at Leon Simon get out on the perimeter as well. The versatility of this Knights team is second to none. That's why they can match up against nearly anybody when it comes to defense. Another tough shot, no good. Get a nice rebound, they will. As Victor Farr tried to get a fadeaway in that left corner, didn't fall. Dylan Cologne trapped, trying to find a teammate. Will he find a teammate? We got a travel. That was very, very physical play by GREENTECH there. Initially could have been called a foul against GREENTECH, as the initial contact was made by that initial contact was made there by Hassan Mabin, excuse me. The no call. Now Walton trying to split defenders, gets inside. We got a blocking foul. That foul will go against Elijah Morris, as Walton very, very aggressive trying to get to the basket. That's one area where the Knights struggle with as well. There was too many charges that could have been called blocking fouls called against the Knights, and then on the other end, there were too many charges called against the Knights that I believe. Pardon me, there were too many blocking fouls called against the Knights that I believe that could have been charges going our way. Nevertheless, though, again, the Knights were able to overcome those challenges and figure out how to win. And now we're in a position where we can win our 12th state championship in team history. Walton goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. It's a 3-point game now, 11-8. The Knights going a little stagnant. They get a 3 from Morris. It falls short. Offensive rebound, Manny Barker. Kicks out to Morris again. Good effort on the glass there by Manny Barker. Morris takes a screen. Over to Austin. Dylan Cologne, right corner. Skip pass over to Morris. Cologne works his way to the corner. Good closeout and block there. 17 on the shot clock for the Knights. That was a great closeout for GREENTECH. Knights still retain possession, 23.8 to go in the first quarter. Knights trying to get an inbound. They get it to Cologne. It's about a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Knights up 11-8 here in the first quarter. Live from Glens Falls. Cologne trying to get inside. Can he get a shot up? He does, and he's fouled. That foul called against Hassan Mabin. So Cologne will go to the free throw line, where he knocked down some huge free throws late in that game as well. Cologne has proven to be very, very steady at the point guard position. I mentioned the balance of this team. At times, Cologne doesn't have to be a scorer to be effective. He can be a defender, he can be a playmaker as well, especially with the dynamic guards that the Knights have, whether it be starters or bench guards. The Knights run very, very deep at the guard position. So there's many, many times where Cologne doesn't have to be as prolific as one may assume he may have to be. But when it matters the most, whether it be the previous game versus the Bruins or the previous game during this playoff run against Newburgh, the second half is where Cologne comes alive. And if need be, and it's time to break glass and the Knights need it, we know that he can come up with shots or create plays for others. Knights up 14-8. And we got a great find inside. Xavier Little able to get another basket just prior to the buzzer. We're 1 quarter down where your Mount Vernon Knights lead 13-10. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. We are live here at Glens Falls where your Knights are 3 quarters away from their 12th straight title. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Live here from Glens Falls, the GREENTECH Eagles trying to keep pace with our Mount Vernon Knights. The Knights lead 13-10. 3-point shot from Walton, no good. Can the Knights get the rebound? They will not, but possession will go to the Knights as Xavier Little wasn't able to corral the rebound. Knights trying to crash the glass much better than they were in the early parts of the game against the Baldwin Bruins. This game so far, at least, is way more competitive than we saw going back to February, but you expect that considering the magnitude of this game. Jasiah Barnes over to Damali Taylor. Another mid-range jump shot, can't finish. Jaden Austin's there. What a move as he tried to split defenders inside. He got space, but I don't think he realized he was that open. Walton trying to set up a teammate. He's able to find Nazir Carter. Carter gets the floater, but we got a blocking foul against the Knights once again. We look at the move on that left baseline. And Jasiah Barnes is trying to take the charge. They call a blocking foul. That's Barnes' first foul. That's the 3rd team foul against the Knights. Pardon me, that's the 15th foul against the Knights. GREENTECH has 3 team fouls. We look at what the Knights have done throughout this season. They've been very, very dominant on the defensive end, which has really been at the core of everything that they've done. Looking at what they were able to do against the Bruins in the latter part of that 4th quarter, and really in desperation mode, it shows you how bad that this team wants to win. They play for each other in ways that many teams just don't demonstrate. They sacrifice for each other, and they're willing to be coachable when under pressure. Sometimes you see in defeat teams really, really start to break apart. But this Knights team, when it matters the most, they come together. As Carter misses both free throws, the Knights able to get the rebound and run. You see Dylan Cologne get it over to Jaden Austin. Cologne at the top of the key. Back over to Morris. Morris wants to set up Damali Taylor inside. Austin trying to get inside. Finds Taylor. We got a travel. Good attack there by Austin. He just shuffled his feet at the last minute there. These minuscule turnovers really, really haunting the Knights in terms of their continuity. Offensively, Jasiah Barnes trying to play the passing lane to create easy opportunity. Knights going a bit stagnant offensively. It's not for lack of trying in terms of ball movement. It's just little things throwing them off. 3-point game. Good close out there by Jasiah Barnes, forcing the pass over to Deshaun Walton. Walton working the left baseline. Good trap there by the Knights. Xavier Little Working it around, three-point shot, right corner, no good. Can the Knights rebound? They will. Great rebound there by Elijah Morris, tracking the basketball. That three taken by Hassan Maven. Morris at the top of the key, trying to set up. Jasir Barnes, he saves the pass from sailing out of bounds. Inside, Taylor got caught between going for a shot and a pass. It turns into a turnover. Very indecisive. But Elijah Morris gets back. They call a kick ball, but Morris actually saved that fast break opportunity. In moments like this, you wonder if nerves are impacting our players just a bit. But one thing about this Mount Vernon program is that they're so used to playing in high leverage moments that even if there are nerves, they know how to work through it together. Jasir Barnes over to Cologne. Knights still up 3, 13-10, 5:50 to go here in the first half. Morris trying to work downhill, gets it to Cologne. Cologne, right wing, back out to Morris. The zone for the GreenTech Eagles is working, but Manny Barker's there, he's blocked. Cologne is there, kicks out to Morris. Morris straightaway 3, good! And you gotta shoot teams out the zone, Morris is ready. Good recovery there by Cologne after that block on Barker. And Morris was ready to shoot. 6 points now for Elijah Morris. Inside we got an and one. As Deshaun Walton takes contact. He flexes after the basket. You look at him go off the dribble against Morris, spins inside, took the contact and was able to finish a tough basket. So Walton and Little seem to be the premier playmakers for this GreenTech team. Walton completes the 4-point play. Now with 6 points, it's back to a 3-point lead for the Knights. Jasir Barnes, top of the key, crossover dribble, trying to get downhill. Over to Morris. Morris saves it from going back court. Cologne thought about a 3. Gets inside, mid-range jump shot. Rims out. Big rebound there by Henry Perkins. Good defense getting back, closing out on Xavier Little. 3-point shot, right corner. Good. We have a tie game. Victor Farr knocks down the 3 from the right corner. It's tied at 16. The Knights have led for most of this first half. Can they continue to get good shots? Skip pass over to Barnes. Barnes thought about the 3. Back over to Morris. Straightaway 3. Off the front rim. Walton with the rebound. Over to Carter. 3-point shot, Little. Good. Davion Little gives GreenTech a lead, and the GreenTech contingency is hammering Rhodes. So now the Knights will have to once again rely on each other. This is not uncharted territory for them. We'll be back as GreenTech leads by 3, 19-16. 3:59 to go in the first half. Welcome back, 3:56 to go here in the first half. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. This is the Section 1 AA final here live from Glens Falls. Knights going up against the GreenTech Eagles. These two teams have history as Mount Vernon defeated GreenTech earlier this season, 73-55, back in February. GreenTech utilizing the zone right now. Justin Robinson gets under the basket over to Dylan Cologne. Can the Knights get a shot off? They will. At the buzzer, who's flying in on the offensive glass? Jaden Austin. As he picks up for DeMarley Taylor on that miss, Austin gets his first basket of the game. We got a jump ball. Good defense there by Justin Robinson against Victor Farr. That should be Knights basketball, and it will be. Good defense there by Robinson. So Knights trailing by 1. The Eagles, for the initial part of the first half, were struggling offensively, and the Knights were able to capitalize, but the zone has proven to be a bit challenging for the Knights. They've knocked down outside threes, but there's been some issues in terms of clogging the paint, which the Knights want to emphasize as well. So the Knights go to Taylor, back out to Cologne. Cologne thought about the three. Utilizes the up fake. We got a travel called against Austin, which that's a makeup call in my opinion, because it probably could have been a travel call on Dylan. They let that initial one go because they say Dylan put the ball on the floor. But now they call a travel against Austin, saying he shuffled his feet on the drive. Nevertheless, Knights get back defensively. Good way to stay vertical by Damali Taylor. But we got a basket by Victor Farr to increase the lead for the Eagles by 3, 21-18. We approach 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Cologne at the top of the key. Thought about the three, he takes the three, it rims out. On the run, good defense by Cologne as he almost forces that turnover. Couldn't quite get to it. Can the Knights get the ball? It'll be another jump ball, but possession will stay with GREENTECH. Good defense by Cologne initially, almost forcing a beautiful steal there, but the deflection just couldn't quite get to another Knight. So the Knights very, very scrappy though, making sure they don't give up any easy basket. 2:04 to go here in the first half. Baseline out of bounds for GREENTECH with a 3-point lead. Working the baseline, and one opportunity is there as Zaji Williams gets his first basket of the game and draws a foul. That foul against Elijah Morris. You look at the replay here. Victor Farr finds Williams crashing down the baseline, coming from the right side down the middle, and he's able to finish the basket. He'll go to the free throw line looking to get to 3. It's a 5-point game now. Now it's 6. Knights trail by 6 against Baldwin late in the fourth quarter, and we're able to storm back. So this isn't foreign for them. They know how to battle back from many different deficits. But this is a championship game, so you don't want to let any team build confidence. Austin thought about the 3, goes to Cologne. Over to Morris, mid-range jump shot, good. Elijah Morris with 8 points so far here in his first half. Almost a 10-second violation. Inside, the Eagles break the press, and Henry Perkins is able to get the basket. And the Knights almost got that steal there. Cologne over to Robinson. Robinson trying to find a teammate. He goes to Morris. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Cologne thought about the 3, goes to Morris. Inside for Taylor. Taylor takes contact. He can't finish. Who's there? Dylan Cologne. Damali Taylor's there. And one! Good effort on the glass for the Knights as Damali Taylor was able to pick up for Dylan Cologne. Cologne actually crashed the glass initially for Taylor off of the miss, and then Taylor was there to protect Cologne as well. So Damali Taylor now with 4 points, and they'll look to get to 5. It's a 4-point game, 26-22, 47.3 seconds to go here in the first half. One thing I will say compared to yesterday, the Knights are rebounding much better against GREENTECH compared to what they were in the first half against the Bruins. First free throw for Taylor, no good. Almost deflected out of bounds by Justin Robinson off that rebound. 26-22, 38 seconds to go. Deshaun Walton with the ball. He's proven to be a challenge for the Knights, especially attacking down the paint. Mid-range jump shot there is good. He knocks it down. Walton now with 8 points. Shot clock is off for the Knights. 16 seconds left in the first half. Looking to set up Taylor inside, going up against Walton. We got contact, no call, but Damali Taylor able to play through the contact, gets the finish. Davion Little at the buzzer, off the glass, no good. So we're going to the half trailing by 4. It's been a highly contested first half from both teams as both teams understand the magnitude of this game. The Mount Vernon Knights trail the GREENTECH Eagles 28-24. I'm Isaiah Rhodes, Mount Vernon City School District. We will be back after this 10-minute intermission. Back to this Mount Vernon City School District broadcast of Mount Vernon Knights basketball. I'm Isaiah Rhodes as we are here live from Glens Falls. This is the New York State Public High School AA Basketball State Championship. Justin Robinson tries to get inside. Knights trailing by 4. Trying to cut into this deficit. Dylan Cologne off the glass and 1. Count the basket. One referee counted the basket. Then we got another referee on the far side saying no basket. Right, so the foul, there is a foul, but there won't be an N1. That foul against Henry Perkins. Cologne shooting 2 free throws. First free throw for Cologne falls short. Cologne with 2 points so far. The Knights going up against the GREENTECH Eagles team that has come out with great ferocity. The Knights, while not playing horribly, definitely aren't playing up to our usual standard, but that is in kind with a lot of situations, especially when you start early, where we see the Knights really come alive is in the second half, where they tend to really put the clamps down on teams. So let's see if that trend can continue here in this championship game. Great defense inside as the Knights get the stop, trailing by 3. Dylan Cologne attacking at the rim. The layup is good. So Dylan Cologne coming out aggressive here in the second half now with 5 points. Knights trail by 1, 28-27. GREENTECH thrived, attacking the basket, led by Deshaun Walton. Trying to get to that baseline pull-up jump shot, good. Deshaun Walton now in double figures with 10. He's the first player in double figures in this game. It's a 3-point game, 30-27. Cologne working his way to the left. They get it to Robinson. Justin Robinson 3. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Victor Farr. Farr trying to push the pace. Looking to set up Davion Little. Knights trying to get the rebound. They do. And we got a foul. So good effort inside as that initial pass was for Davion Little. Would have given up an easy basket, but the hands on the interior deflected the pass, made it difficult, and Victor Farr picks up a foul in the scrum for that basketball. The Knights coming out aggressive. The sense of urgency is there. As I mentioned, this is the New York State Public High School AA Basketball State Championship live from Glens Falls. With this victory, the Knights will win their 12th state championship. So, Knights understand what it takes. Elijah Morris, understanding what it takes, knocks down a 3 from the right corner. Morris now in double figures with 11. First night in double figures, he leads the game in scoring. Game tied at 30. Working downhill, Walton, 3. Off the back rim. Can the Knights rebound? They do not. Perkins is there. Layup no good. Knights get that rebound. So the Knights look to take the lead again. Crossover inside. Dylan Cologne gets it to Robinson. Robinson attacks. Floater. No good. Walton with the rebound looking to push. Knights get back defensively and we got a foul. Or is that a kickball? Let's see. They call a foul against Damali Taylor. Damali picks up his second foul. Wow. Many might look at that as a bad thing. I look at it as good, considering the fact that he's not in foul trouble and has stopped a fast break. That gives the Knights an opportunity to set up defensively in the half court. Back as this is a Mount Vernon City School District broadcast on Mount Vernon Knights basketball. We got a foul out of that timeout called against Elijah Morris Now Morris has come up big here in the second half to start. He's 15 points. 7 of those 15 points have come here in the third quarter. The Knights came into this half trailing by 4. Now they're up by 4. That's an 8-point swing. They've been able to get stops defensively, and the pressure has definitely made GREENTECH think just a bit. The Knights continue to apply the pressure. Henry Perkins trying to work it around the perimeter. Close out on Xavier Little. Cross-court pass over to Zaji Williams. Walton, 3-point shot. Good. Deshaun Walton now with 13. Cuts the Knights lead to 1. 34-33. And that broken play offense, Zaji Williams was able to find Walton wide open in that left corner. Knights up 1 with the ball. Dylan Cologne trying to attack, gets it to Robinson. Left wing, jab step over to Cologne. Straight away 3. Falls short. Knights fighting for the rebound. Who gets it? Who's there? Damali Taylor. Great effort there by Braden Sinclair to get that tip to Taylor as well. Knights up 3. Walton trying to find a teammate. Little. 3 straight away. Falls short. Knights trying to rebound. They do. Justin Robinson is there with the ball up 3. Crosses that timeline over to Cologne. We got a deflection. That was deflected out of bounds by Zaji Williams. 36-33. 3:26 to go here in the third. The Knights have battled back. Dylan Cologne with the ball. Cologne has been very, very steady. 5 points tonight. We got some miscommunication. Knights sleeping at the wheel here. And Xavier Little gets a 2-hand slam because of it. Very lackadaisical there on that possession. And it proved costly. Knights back up 1, 36-35. Austin working downhill. Has it deflected over to Sinclair. Over to Taylor. Over Perkins. Basket is good. So the Knights respond in kind now. Damali Taylor in double figures. With 10. Knights up 3. Walton. Mid-range jump shot. Falls. Rebound. Goes to Taylor. Knights up 3. 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. Cologne. Left wing. Downhill. Inside with a pass. And the basket is good again for Damali Taylor. That particular setup from Cologne was very reminiscent of a basket he set up for Damali Taylor late in the fourth quarter yesterday. 3-point shot for Little, no good. Rebounded by Damali Taylor. Now, Cologne with the basketball, Knights up 5. Cologne, mid-range jump shot fouled, and it won't fall, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Damali Taylor with 12 points. Cologne has 5 points, looking to get to 7. The defense is definitely picked up here in this third quarter, and as I've mentioned throughout, this is very reminiscent of what we've seen from this Knights team, not only throughout the playoffs, but throughout this season. They've been able to clamp down on teams when it matters the most. And although GREENTECH has been playing out of their minds, really playing way better than what the Knights saw back in February, you gotta think that this Knights team is so committed to each other and understands the magnitude of this game that they're definitely gonna put forth their best effort coming out of halftime. And that's what we've seen. 2:01 to go here in the third quarter. Cologne still hasn't taken his free throws yet, but he's getting ready to take this first one here. First free throw for Cologne, rims out. Something that the Knights have had to overcome today. They've struggled at the free throw line, leaving a lot of money on the table. Cologne not usually someone that struggles from the free throw line, but it happens. To see how he's able to recover here with the second free throw. And no good. Offensive rebound not there for the Knights. Cologne misses both. Little was there. Knights get back defensively. Victor Farr with the ball. Trying to work downhill. Good deflection by Jaden Austin. 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Your Knights trail by 4 going into the half. A 7-point swing is allowed for them to go back up. Pardon me, a 9-point swing is they're up 5 right now. Henry Perkins going against Damali Taylor. Kick out to Lewis. Pardon me, Xavier Little. Xavier Little now with 9 points. Knights get a setup inside. What a pass, and Damali Taylor able to finish. So Damali Taylor picking up right when it matters most. He has 14 points. Knights trying to get a steal. They get back defensively. Good back tip there by Justin Robinson, but the Knights couldn't get the ball. Up 4 as we approach a minute to go in the third. Farr looking to set up a basket for Zaji Williams. He took his eye off the ball as it was coming right to him. He anticipated the layup before he got the ball. Turns into a turnover. So the Knights up 4 with the ball. 1:06 to go here in the third quarter. Elijah Morris back into the game with the basketball. Dylan Colon moves off of the ball. And as I mentioned with the versatility from this Knights team in terms of guard play, you see Cologne attacking, has it blocked. The offensive rebound is there for Damali Taylor. Knights reset. 15 on the shot clock. Elijah Morris draws a foul against Victor Farr. So Victor Farr picks up his second personal foul. That's the 4th team foul against GreenTech here in the second half. And one thing the Knights have been able to do here in this third quarter, they've been able to defend without fouling. They only have 2 team fouls. Morris thought about a 3. He goes to Cologne. Cologne back over to Morris. Straight away. Morris thought about the 3. He goes to Taylor. Taylor in the post. Fadeaway jump shot. It doesn't fall. Can the Knights get the rebound? They will not. But we got a foul against Brandon Sinclair. He tried to stay vertical, but he couldn't keep his balance. And that'll be a foul against Sinclair. He got caught in a uncomfortable position there, trying to get out of the way, but as everybody's body was moving, he couldn't really stay centered there. Sinclair goes to the bench. Amari Hart coming into the game. It's Sean Walton draws another foul, this time against Jaden Austin. Knights a bit too physical. But the aggressiveness that we're seeing from the Knights, this is something that's been consistent all season. I know that many might look at this and they might say, why isn't Coach Samito telling his team to relent or relax just a bit? But that aggressiveness and tenacity is what has allowed for this Knights team to play at this level, at a consistent level. And most teams don't really know how to handle the pressure that the Knights provide on a consistent basis. Even when you go deep into your bench, everybody is prepared to play at that level. And I think that consistent play has allowed for them to always battle back when it's necessary. Dylan Colon out on top against Farr. Farr going off the dribble, trying to set up a teammate. He goes to Walton. Walton takes a 3 under duress. Misses. Damali Taylor's there. Gets it to Colon. Behind the back dribble at the buzzer 3. No good as it hits the back rim. But we are 8 minutes away from our 12th state title in school history. Your Mount Vernon Knights lead GreenTech 42-38. While everything hasn't been the prettiest, the Knights have been very, very scrappy, and that third quarter is very reminiscent of what we've seen throughout this playoff run when it matters the most. 8 minutes away, stay tuned. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. Welcome back as we start this fourth quarter. Your Mount Vernon Knights lead the GreenTech Eagles 42-38. Deshaun Walton trying to set up a pass for Victor Farr. It turns into a turnover. Good pressure there by the Knights out of that stoppage and play. 7:49 to go. Your Knights come in with the record of 23-0. The GreenTech Eagles come in with the record of 21-2. One of the Eagles' losses came against the Knights earlier this year. The Knights defeated them 73-55. That was in Mount Vernon, but now this is a neutral court, playing for all the marbles. Jaden Austin over to Cologne. They're working around the perimeter. Elijah Morris over to Sinclair. Sinclair takes a double team, and there's a foul. That foul will be against Xavier Little. That's Little's second. That's the team's 5th foul. So if the Knights stay aggressive, they'll put the Eagles in the penalty early here in this 4th quarter. And that's when the Eagles might relent. Nevertheless, the Knights can't relax at all. Cologne, top of the key, 7:35 to go. Elijah Morris trying to set up Marley Taylor. He goes over to Cologne. Over to Austin. Austin trying to get it to the free throw line extended. He goes to Sinclair. Sinclair trying to find a guard. He finds Austin. Floater inside off the glass. Can't finish. They're showing Walton is there for the rebound. But the Knights are there to stop ball. Far crosses the timeline. Dylan Cologne is there to cut him off. They're looking for Walton. We got good effort defensively by Austin. Hop step inside. Little takes contact, can't finish. Marley Taylor's there for the rebound. Trying to find a teammate. Can they get it to a teammate to get it across that timeline in time? Dylan Cologne trying to get it across the timeline. He does. Elijah Morris is there. Mid-range jump shot. Good. Big basket. As Morris now with 17 points. Knights call a timeout up 6. 6:46 to go. 44-38. Your Knights are 6:46 away from winning their 12th state title. Back. Your Knights up 44-38. Elijah Morris with 17 points so far tonight. Coming up with a big mid-range jump shot under pressure. Deshaun Walton going up against Austin. Trying to set up Henry Perkins. They're working around the perimeter. 3-point shot off the back rim. Knights rebound. Strong rebound by Dylan Cologne. And now GREENTECH slowing it, backing up defensively. Morris out on the perimeter left wing. Over to Taylor. Morris, 3. Good! Elijah Morris now with 20 points. Coming up big here in this second half. Floater, block. That block was big time by Marley Taylor. He couldn't keep it in bounds, but the Knights starting to sense and smell blood. Up by 9, 5:54 to go here in the 4th quarter. This is the New York State Public High School Section 1 AA Basketball State Championship. Inside, Knights able to get the steal. Who's there? Jaden Austin, of course. He's a nose for that basketball, especially on the defensive end. Good deflection inside by the Knights. Austin on the left wing. Thought about setting it up inside, instead goes to Morris. Knights in control, up 3 possessions. Morris with 20, trying to kick it to Cologne. Cologne thought about the 3, gets it to Sinclair. Sinclair skip pass over to Cologne, left corner 3. Ball short, who's there? Jaden Austin. Layup. Whoa! That's a late out of bounds call. He says Austin stepped out of bounds going up for that layup. But you see the effort on the offensive glass by the Knights. He definitely picking up the sense of urgency even when they're in control. Walton with the basketball. 13 points for the Eagles, trying to make something happen off the glass, can't finish. Another rebound for the Knights. Defensively, the Knights are overwhelming the Eagles. They're getting very, very fatigued. It's very hard to keep the same level of energy and sustain that throughout a 32-minute game against this pressure that the Knights provide. Austin with the ball, 4:44 to go. Takes a screen, he denies the screen, over to Cologne. Morris thought about the 3, over to Morris, 3. Falls short, but he gets back defensively, slows down the fast break. Walton trying to get it across that timeline, he does. Xavier Little, fadeaway jump shot, off the front rim. Who's there for the rebound? Henry Perkins is there. Perkins stayed around that rim. He was the only Eagle there, but he was able to box out just enough to get that basket. It's a 7-point game. Knights up 47-40. 4:18 to go. Stay tuned for more. 4:16 to go here, live from Glens Falls. Your Mount Vernon Knights up 47-40 against the GREENTECH Eagles. Elijah Morris over to DeMarley Taylor. He slows down, gets it to Josiah Barnes. Dylan Cologne with the ball. Under 4 to go. Morris over to Brandon Sinclair, gets it to Taylor. Floater inside, can't finish. Brandon Sinclair is there for the putback. Good effort there by Brandon Sinclair. The initial shot blocked. Good effort by both Marley and Brandon Sinclair on the glass. 3-point shots. Zaji Williams no good. Brandon Sinclair with that rebound finds a guard right away. Gets it to Cologne. 3:30 to go. Your Knights up 3 possessions. 49-40. Cologne. Again, very steady with the basketball. The Knights are very secure with him having the ball when it matters. Able to attack. He'll be going to the free throw line for 2. 3:17 to go. Cologne looking to push this lead to double figures. Your Knights trail by 4 going into the half. 28-24. They are up by 9. That is a 13-point swing in the second half. Elijah Morris has scored 12 of his 20 points here in the second half. You look at DeMarley Taylor tonight, 14 points. Dylan Cologne, 5 points. Brandon Sinclair with 4. Jaden Austin also provides some great minutes. Cologne struggling from the free throw line. He's missed 3 in a row now. We got a timeout called by GREENTECH. Welcome back. 3:17 to go. Dylan Cologne makes the free throw. 1 out of 2 there. But the Knights up double figures here in the fourth. 3:17 to go. Deshaun Walton with 13 points has been quiet here in the second half as the Knights have keyed in on him. Victor Farr, mid-range jump shot, no good. Brandon Sinclair, while not scoring tonight, has been very, well, not as prolific tonight. He has 4 points, but his effort defensively and on the glass has been exceptional. Utilizing his size, staying vertical. Josiah Barnes, straightaway 3, no good, but he gets his offensive rebound. Who's there? DeMarley Taylor under the rim. Can he finish? He won't. The rebound goes to GREENTECH. Trailing by 10. Do they have another run in them? The Knights have to stay aggressive defensively. They do, as they force a bad miss by Zaji Williams. Turns into an air ball. We approach 2 minutes to go. Knights up 50-40. Dylan Cologne, right wing. Gets it to Sinclair. Sinclair 3, off the back rim. Not the best shot there. But the Knights get back defensively. That's one thing they always do. Deshaun Walton takes contact, can't finish the and-one opportunity, but they'll go to the free throw line for 2. As I mentioned, Deshaun Williams really a premier playmaker for this GREENTECH team. Him along with Xavier Williams really had it going there in that first half, but the Knights again have keyed in on them and made it very difficult for those around them to get quality shots. And I think that has been really the reason why the Knights have been able to turn this game around. Here in the second half, it's been a 14-point swing. Walton makes the first free throw. It's a 9-point game. Coming back into the game is Jaden Austin. Free throw is made by Walton. Walton now 15 points. Knights up 9 and in control. They just have to protect the basketball, get quality shots. They'll walk out of here with their 12th state championship in school history. Cologne. Over to Austin. Back to Taylor. Back to Austin. Sinclair thought about the jump shot. Goes to Cologne. 4 on the shot clock. Cologne has to get a shot up. He does. Off the front rim. Gets the offensive rebound. And look at that IQ. He utilizes the clock. Dribbles it out. Coach Semino will call timeout and draw up something to get a quality shot right now. 120 away. Knights up 8. Stay tuned for more. 50 to 42. Welcome back, as this is a Mount Vernon City School District broadcast of Mount Vernon Knights basketball. Knights up by 8 with 1:15 to go. Dylan Cologne with the basketball. Good steal there by Deshaun Walton, and he gets an and one. The Knights had the basketball, lost track of the possession, turns into a turnover, and Deshaun Walton trying to keep the Eagles in it with 1:11 to go, trying to cut this deficit to 5. Prior to that timeout, my head videographer for the district, Michael Thompson, made me aware that up until that layup, the Knights were holding GREENTECH to just 14 points in the second half. That's very reminiscent of what we've seen throughout the season, whether it be Scarsdale or against Newburgh. The Knights have been able to clamp down in the second half and really take control of a game. That and one by Walton was very, very important because now it cuts the deficit to a 2-possession game with 1:11 to go. That means the Knights have to figure out how to get points on the board to make sure that they can walk out of here with a victory. We'll be back with more as it is now a 5-point game, 50 to 45, 1:11 to go. Welcome back. Your Knights up by 5, 50 to 45. We got another timeout called at Dylan Cologne. They didn't want to turn over the basketball. It'll be a timeout called by Mount Vernon, 1:07 to go. We'll be back. Welcome back. As your Knights up by 5 with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. The inbound pass to Jaden Austin. He's fouled. What an inbound from Elijah Morris to Jaden Austin. That would have been a touchdown pass if not for that foul. The Knights were able to get that inbound in as well without utilizing another timeout. The Knights have 2 timeouts remaining. Jaden Austin going to the free throw line. This is a 1-and-1, so Austin has to make the first to get the second. First free throw, good. Clutch free throw by Jaden Austin. Austin with 3 points tonight, but his impact on the game has come from the defensive end, as it always does. He's very, very competent for Coach Semino in many different positions as a wing player. Second free throw, no good. So Knights up by 6. Austin goes 1 of 2, but he got the first one. Little trying to set up a shot, missed 3. Rebound by DeMarley Taylor. We got a jump ball. That should be our possession. And possession will go to Mount Vernon. Good effort on that closeout there defensively. That 3-point shot taken by Hassan Maben, no good. Knights again trying to get an outlet. They go to Dylan Cologne. Cologne trying to get it across the timeline. It's fouled. So now this is 18 fouls against GREENTECH. 2 more fouls will put them in a double bonus. In the 1-and-1 free throw situation, you have to make the first to get the second. Dylan Cologne has struggled at the line tonight, but if he can continue to come up big for the Knights here down the stretch, none of that will matter. Knights up by 6, 52.3 to go. First free throw, falls short. Rebound, goes to GREENTECH. Knights get back defensively. Elijah Morris close out 3, falls short. DeMarley Taylor can't get the rebound. Who's there? Brandon Sinclair could have had it. No good there. 3-point shot, falls short. Who's there for the rebound? DeMarley Taylor. And the outlet to Elijah Morris for the punctuation. Layup is good. And that should do it. 28 seconds to go. Knights up 8. 3-point shot falls short. It'll be an air ball. Your Mount Vernon Knights are 21.8 seconds away from the 12th state title in school history. And Coach Bob Semino will improve to 576 wins, which will tie him with Peekskill's great Lou Panzanaro for first in Section 1 in regards to wins. Elijah Morris with 22 points, looking to add on to that with 18 seconds. Elijah Morris is definitely the player of the game tonight with 22 points. Your Knights have been undefeated all season. They've taken on all opposition who play different styles. They tried different ways to make our unit overwhelmed and try to get us our first loss of the season. And we've been able to fight back at every turn. Our toughest game was the previous game against the Broadway Bruins, in which we were down by 6 in that fourth quarter, and it all seemed bleak. But we came back as a unit and were able to finish, and now we're here 18 seconds away from our 12th state championship. Morris makes another free throw, now with 23 points. He's come up huge here in the second half. 15 of his 23 here in the second half. Second free throw for Morris, good. GREENTECH trying to make this score as cosmetic as possible. 3-point shot left corner, no good. Rebounded by Jaden Austin, and your Mount Vernon Knights will improve to 24-0. We have a timeout. It'll be a timeout. Coach Semino looking to savor the moment, calm his team down. Obviously, being able to win at the level that Mount Vernon does on a consistent basis, you win with class, and that's what we do. It'll be 5 seconds. The Knights will dribble it out. Jaden Austin will dribble it out for the Knights. 24-0, baby. MOUNTVERNON. Mount Vernon. We bringing it back. State, what up? The New York State Public High School AA Basketball Championship will be coming home to Mount Vernon. Your Knights defeat the GREENTECH Eagles 55-45. Elijah Morris with 24 points. DeMarley Taylor with 14 big points. Dylan Cologne, while not scoring as much as he did previous game, had 6 points, was very, very fluid as a playmaker as well. And the Knights were able to get great contributions from Jaden Austin, Brandon Sinclair, Leon Simon, and all who were able to get in the game as well. Justin Robinson also got into the scorebook as well with 2. The story of this game, though, is the exceptional defense, especially in the second half. The Knights only gave up 17 points in the second half, and that is what allowed for them to get back into this game and really take control of this game. They were able to cut off the water of Deshaun Walton, who had a tough 17 points for GREENTECH. Xavier Little had 9 points, most of that coming in the first half. And outside of those 2 players, they weren't able to get much balance. And speaking about this team in a lot of ways, if those players aren't effective, the other guys aren't able to really make an imprint on the game. The Mount Vernon Knights improved to 24-0, as I said. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. This is a tremendous victory in a lot of ways. Obviously, it's the state championship. Coach Semino improves to 576 wins. He ties Lou Panzanaro from Peekskill for the most wins in Section 1 history. Obviously, when you consider what this team has had to overcome throughout this playoff run, whether it be stagnant offense, whether it be foul trouble, trouble with rebounding, at every challenge, the Knights have stepped up, and this is the mark of a true team. They sacrifice for each other. They play for each other. One night it could be Dylan Cologne. The next night it could be Elijah Morris. The next night it could be DeMarley Taylor or Brandon Sinclair or Justin Robinson, Josiah Barnes. Anybody that steps on this floor for the Knights, they're ready to play. And that is a big testament to this coaching staff. Obviously, Bob Semino being the head coach. You got assistant coaches Gary Bryan, Brian Brown, Danilo Hutchison, Dwayne Murray, Tone Pavalakis, Patrick Diodo, Rich Wozo, Kenny Tyler, Leon Friday. This entire coaching staff is a family, and everybody that contributes to this program, whether it be from junior nights up, is prepared for this moment. They prepare every single player, every single coach for this moment, and being in unison has allowed for this program to dominate for years and years. Thank you for watching the coverage of Mount Vernon Knights. We'll be back with more, whether it be interviews or more. Again, this is the 2021, 2022 season. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. I want to give a big shout out to the head videographer throughout Mount Vernon City School District, Michael Thompson, for providing the visuals throughout this entire season. I want to give another shout out to Ms. Pat Griffin, who's provided great coverage as well as a play-by-play announcer also. Your Mount Vernon Knights have defeated the GREENTECH Eagles 55-45. Stay tuned for more coverage.
And we ask Coach Jones to be joined by his captains in the presentation of the finalist plaque. Once again, a big round of applause for GREENTECH.
GREENTECH.
And the 2022 state champion from Mount Vernon. Woo! Please come forward to receive your awards. Elijah Morris. Justin Robinson. Jasir Barnes. Christian George. Jaden Austin. Jaden Huron.
Did it.
Brandon Sinclair. Miguel Nunez. Dylan Colon. Jalen Simpson. Chris Fitzgerald. Leon Simon. DeMarley Taylor. Tavion Tyler. Manny Barcor.
So lit, bro.
Omari Hart.
So lit.
Assistant coach Brian Brown. Assistant coach Danilo Hutchinson. Assistant coach Pat Udo. Assistant coach Gary Bryant. Assistant coach Dwayne Murray. And head coach of Knights, Bob Trevino.
Bobby.
And coach, we ask you to be joined by your captains in accepting the championship plaque.
Right. Right. Mount Vernon.
Could we have Coach Leo to the court, please?
That's lit. Samino over there talking. Samino over there talking.
2022 state champion class AA, Mount Vernon Knights.
Mount Vernon, baby.
On behalf of the state basketball committee and the athletic association, thank you to all Glens family and friends who attended tonight's game. Please drive carefully today and arrive home safely. Congratulations again to Mount Vernon and to GREENTECH.
Yep. Championship. It was worth it. It was worth it. That was nice. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my God. So y'all ready for a motorcade? It's Saturday, good? What are y'all ready to do during the week? Where's the parade? Congratulations.
Yes, Eli.
Congratulations.
Come
Go ahead, I got you. Go ahead, I got you. The cheerleaders! Wait, cheerleaders!
Mount Vernon!
Jesus. They crazy. They crazy. Yeah.
I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District here with head coach Bob Semino and our mayor, Sean Patterson Howard, as your Mount Vernon Knights defeat the GREENTECH Eagles 55-45. For head coach Bob Semino, this is his 8th state championship, the 12th in school history. Coach, when you think about what this team has had to accomplish together, 24-0, a very balanced team, what are you most proud of from what they accomplished tonight?
I'm proud of their work ethic, how they listened to their coaches, how they showed up every day, how they put Mount Vernon on their back. They did this for themselves, their city, and their school, and they are definitely great role models for the future ballers. We just got a lot better in basketball today because the future generations are going to see a group of 16 young men that just work hard, do what they're supposed to do, and get the job done. They're warriors. We're going to celebrate them. Our mayor, she's right here right now. We're going to celebrate these young folks.
Now, Ms. Patterson Howard, when you think about following this team throughout this season, what are some things that you're most proud of when you've seen how the team had to come back, they've had to fight together to pull out the victories that they have?
So, I mean, all season what they've demonstrated is teamwork. You know, there's no superstars on the team. Everyone works together. They have, as the coach said, incredible work ethic. But what they have more than anything else is grit. I've watched them press the ball. I've watched them on defense, and they're consistent. They're consistent. They have foundational basketball skills. It's not about trying to be a star, but they use the fundamentals of basketball and teamwork, and as I said, listening to the coaches and having each other's back. That's so amazing. I've seen them be down in games and never lose their cool. You know, they trust in what they've been taught, they trust in their skills, they trust in their partners, and they continue to press. And whether we've gone places and there's been 30, 40 in the crowd and they might have a few hundred, it doesn't matter. They continue to stand up. They continue to stand up. So we are so proud. We are incredibly proud of the Mount Vernon High School basketball Knights 24-0, a 55-45 win over GREENTECH here. The crowd was definitely a home crowd because GREENTECH is from Albany, but Mount Vernon, we came, we brought it, we supported our guys, and they are champions. So Mount Vernon Knights, we love you, to your family, to your friends. Thank you for your sacrifice.
We spoke about it, consistency, sacrifice, work ethic, all core principles of Mount Vernon. Your Knights 24-0 defeat the GREENTECH Eagles 55-45. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. Thank you for watching. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District 3 with 3 of our core players for your 2022 state champions. Dylan Cologne, obviously coming off of the tough victory yesterday against Baldwin. You had to really put it on your back in the fourth quarter to finish that game. Coming into this game, what was your thoughts being that y'all played GREENTECH before, and how did you have to adjust to what they brought to the table to finish out this game?
Just play what we play. For me, why y'all laughing, bro? Chill. Just play what we play. Cause we played them early in the season, so we didn't want to take them lightly. You know, we had a few up and downs, but it was all good at the end.
Most definitely. Now, Damali, as an anchor inside, they had 14 points tonight. Both games, whether it be against Baldwin or GREENTECH, they were very, very physical. But for you, you were able to take that contact and play through that contact. How were you able to really enforce your will and really stay poised under pressure?
It's really my teammates, actually. Them, really them pushing me and letting me keep going, keep pushing me playing. Yeah.
Eli, after some tough outings throughout this playoff run, you guys have responded to every single challenge, every time. Tonight, with 20 points, 12 of those in the second half, what were your thoughts to help your team come back from that 4-point deficit and really turn the game around in that third quarter?
I just wanted to help my team, help them. Sorry. Just wanted to help my team, help DC because he was having a struggle night, and I just wanted to score and win for my team.
Now, being 24-0, it's a lot of expectations game in and game out. How did you guys stay even keel to make sure that you didn't take any opponent for granted?
It was all trust. We all had trust in each other. I had trust in Damali to score layups. I had trust in Dylan to get me the ball, and him, get him the ball. It just started with trust and it ended with trust. That's why we 24-0.
Started with trust, ended with trust. 24-0, your Mount Vernon Knights win their 12th state championship in school history. I'm Isaiah Rhodes from Mount Vernon City School District. Thank you for watching. Peace.